Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel we post writing tips, unboxings, book hauls, book reviews and the occasional vlog. And today I have another book tag for you guys. This is the stay at home book tag, which as it is a dark, gloomy and rainy day, seems pretty appropriate. This book tag was created by Princess of Paperback. I will put a link to their channel below this video. Without any more introduction, let's do number 1. Laying in Bed. Book you could have read in a day. For this, I would choose The Guest Cat by Takashi Harade. I have this book in paper form, but I've lent it to my friend at the moment, so here's a picture of the book here. It is an adorable short read written by a Japanese poet about them as a couple when they moved into an older style apartment and a neighbor had a cat who kinda accidentally moved in with them. And it's just about this guy's love for this cat and his learning about it. He learns to love gardening as he takes on the role of looking after the communal garden, but then the cat disappears, and it is a story of grief, understanding, of also slowing down from the chaos of normal life and appreciating the little things. It is such a beautiful read. It is a very short book, so if you want something to just read on a cold, rainy, dark day and it's just a cozy read, then definitely look up The Guest Cat by Takashi Harade. Number 2, Snacking. Guilty pleasure book. For my guilty pleasure, I chose Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Now, I know you're going to ask, why is this a guilty pleasure? It's a very well-known, famous book. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is a romance where the man is stronger than the woman, and although it is mainly for me about sisterly love and affection, it's kind of a guilty YA romance pleasure of mine. It's traditional, you know, the standard thing. If you haven't read Caraval, I have done a series book review of this. A link is above me now, but it's a really good read. It follows two sisters as they go to Caraval, which is a magical festival which happens once a year and you must be invited to go. Her sister Donatella disappears and it is the story of Scarlett trying to rescue her sister at the same time as trying to win and survive in Caraval. Number 3, Netflix. Series you want to start. I don't have this in book form because it's a series I haven't started, and mainly because I don't have it. But the series I would kind of like to start is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I want to start this series mainly because it is all over BookTube and Bookstagram, and I haven't read it, and I kind of feel like I must be missing out on something since everyone bigs this book up so much. So that is my Netflix. It is a series I haven't read, which I want to read. 4, Deep Clean. A book which has been on your TBR for ages. For me, that is Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. I saw the film adaptation of this and I absolutely loved the film. I hadn't realized it was a book until seeing the film, so obviously I got the book, which is why it's the film picture rather than the original book cover. I've had this on my shelf for so long, but I haven't read it yet. I think it's partly because I've seen the film and I love the film, so I just watched the film, but that's terrible of a book nerd. I know I need to read this book and I have to get round to it. It is a must on my TBR. My deep clean is I have got to read Memoirs of a Geisha. Number 5, Animal Crossing. A book you recently bought because of the hype. For me, that has to be The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna. I still haven't read this one yet, but it was so hyped up on BookTube and Bookstagrams. I saw it everywhere, and when I went into the shop, it had these gorgeous green pages, so I couldn't not pick it up. I am very excited to read it. I do want to read it. I just have a massive TBR of death. I will definitely get to this one, but I definitely got this because of the hype. I probably would have picked it up even before that if I'd seen it in a bookshop because of the green and the front cover. If you look at my book haul video, the link is above me now, I talk about the front cover of this one and just how beautiful it is. So I probably would have eventually picked it up, but it was already in my head to pick it up because of the hype around it. So definitely for that one, The Gilded Ones. Number 6, productivity. A book you learned from or one that had an impact on you. I feel like I refer to this one a lot, but for that book it would have to be Moonrise by Sarah Crosland. This book was lent to me by Jazz over at Red Panda Reads. We did a book swap where we challenged each other to find 3 distinctive types of books and we sent them to each other. If you haven't seen that, the link is above me now. And this is one of the ones she sent me, and since I've read it, it has cropped up in so many of my videos now. I'm definitely now a Sarah Crosland fan because of Jazz, so thank you for that. But this book is about a boy called Joe whose brother Ed is on death row. He's from a very poor family. He's had such a rough childhood. Just everything that could have gone wrong is going wrong for this guy. And it is about him trying to just see his brother before he's killed and trying to stop the death sentence. And it is such an impactful read. It's a very short one. You could probably read this in a day as well. Definitely check this out. It's so heartfelt, and it didn't change my opinion on the death sentence and things like that, but I learned so much about being poor and being in that situation. I learned a lot from this book. Number 7, Facetime, a book you were gifted. I have been gifted many books because everyone knows I'm a bookworm, so I get lent books, I get books as presents for my birthday and Christmas, but I chose to show you guys Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life by Hector Garcia and Francis Morales. Now this book was gifted to me by Bev, who is my partner's mum. She gave me it for my birthday this year, and I still haven't read it, but I'm very much looking forward to reading it. It's a short little read, and it's just about the art of Ikigai, which is the kind of Japanese idea of how to have a happy and healthy long life, and generally about just letting go. I asked for this book partly because it's another way to look at life. I'm looking forward to reading this, and I'm hoping it will help. My FaceTime book, it was a book that was given to me as a gift. The final one, number 8, self-care. What is the one thing you have done recently to look after yourself? Now, I didn't know if this was supposed to be about books in general or just looking after yourself kind of thing, but in terms of books, I started BookTube this year so I can discuss the books I read, which has definitely made me enjoy the book world and reading and appreciate books so much more. It's so much fun to read when you know you're gonna talk about it as well, because you can pick up on things. I make notes on fantastic bits which will help my writing. So in terms of my book life, I'm just paying more attention to what I read because of discussing them and things like that. Self-care in general, I am trying to do non-work Sundays, where on a Sunday the only thing I can do is play some music and write, but not do major work. It's not going too well yet considering I'm filming this on a Sunday. I do enjoy filming, but it is tiring, so naughty Robin disobeyed my very own rule today. Life. But it is something I'm gonna try to stop breaking that rule. I'm gonna try to do self-care Sundays where I just try to have fun, and if I feel like playing a computer game all day, I can, or if I feel like going out or binging something, then I can. So naughty bad Robin did bad thing today, but I am trying to do a chilled out Sunday. And that's it for the stay-at-home book tag. I would like to tag Jazz over at Red Panda Reads because I think she might enjoy this book tag as well. Interested to see what kind of books you put in your list, so please go ahead and do this one for me. If you've seen this tag and I haven't tagged you, be free. Everyone who watches this, I've tagged you. Please do this book tag. It's just fun to think of what books you feel you could put into different categories of your lives. Go ahead, I tag you all in the stay-at-home book tag. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like that video. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you'd like to see as soon as I upload, click that little bell down below. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Tumblr. I post general bookish pictures as well as my writing tips and unboxings on there. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye!